Welcome back, sports fans. Day 4 of the Seddon Movember 11 Test match. A bit of a delayed start. We've had some serious admin at the ground today. We've had an early wicket. Dan Fenwick, skipper of the Seddon team, has been caught behind. And new batsman in is Ryan Preston. Current score is 41 for 2, chasing 117 to win the Test match. And some absolute carnage there. Ryan Preston has nearly run out Joey Jovic. Surely it would have been a massive fine. Thompson to Jovic. Jovic has tried to clear the boundary, but gets through for a leg bye. So a bit of admin happened this morning. End of play yesterday. A bit of skullduggery, one would say, happened. Covers went on last night, and it sounds like the Movember 11 have decided to pull out some tactics and put the Hessian on the wrong pitch last night. So overnight, a little bit of rain caused the pitch to sweat a fair bit, and so we've had a bit of a delayed start here, and a little bit of different wicket, but hey, look, makes things look to be a bit more settling, and we'll see how the game goes. But yeah, it worked. Early wicket. Colin sidling up next to me, early wicket there. Yeah, well, looking at his previous ball and his running between the wickets, this could potentially be a short stay. As quite commonly known, he's pulled his groin as well. So I'm going to see this interesting between the wickets, and we've got a big appeal here. Not out on Preston. Good bowling there from Brown.
It's some lovely bowling by Brown. Exposed Preston a bit there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, and interesting to see who the openers are this morning. Normally Matt Butcher would be opening the bowling, but I think he may have spent a little bit too much time at the butter factory last night, so a delayed start for him as well, I guess.
As a dairy farmer, I really appreciate the time that people are able to spend at any dairy-related event, and the butter factory was a great event last night.
Yeah, shout out, good band there, Illuminati, I think it was the band.
Yeah, the lead singer of Illuminati was there. That was, it was quite good.
It was very good. It's very good.
We've got Buck Taller walking back from the electronic scoreboard with an inability to turn it on. So it's all happening here early on day 4. As Butcher to Preston bats it away gently. Into the over.
Yep. So that last over was dot wicket 1-1-1 by. Yeah.
So it's great here. We're just getting the scoreboard, the electronic scoring and the manual scoring all aligned. For all you kids out there, maths is an important subject if you want to be a cricketer. So Butcher has got the ball. He's going to be coming in from the... Which end do we call this? City end yesterday. Is this the city end? Sure. The other end. O'Cara Drive end. As he comes in, face to Jovic. Jovic belts it away. Chased hard. Joey saw a comfortable 3 in that, but Preston was just happy with 2. They may something to do with their athleticism or their physical prowess. That one made a 3 look comfortable, and the other one really made a 2 difficult, didn't he?
Yeah, it was really difficult. And in fact, before he finished the 2, he had pretty much shut up shop and was not going to ever look at that 3. Jovic comes down the wicket again. Nice straight drive. Bit of a misfield there. Comfortable single.
Yeah. Oh, but straight hit. That's a great hit on the stumps, throwing it in. That's some really good fielding. I appreciate it was a 4 bounce throw, but still hit the stumps nonetheless. We had we had a couple of young cricketers earlier on in the test that were just comfortable to lean on their bat, weren't they? And I think Preston, who was one of the biggest criticisers of that technique, has actually adopted that technique now.
Yeah, he certainly has. Very casual this morning from Preston. But yeah,
Butcher
batting for his average.
Butcher into Preston. Strong and full and straight. They go up for an appeal. No run.
Big shout out today to all the club cricketers playing. Normally we'd have umpires at this game, but they've all gone off to their club cricket duties. So thank you for your last 3 days of umpiring, and hope everyone goes well. We've got Corey Hyde out there sporting the wide brim.
Oh, full toss to his hand, and he drops it. Butchered that one, didn't he?
He did. He absolutely butchered it. So yes, maybe if he wasn't out till 2 a.m. in the morning, he might have caught that.
I think there has been some gamesmanship going on all around the place. We've got Hessian not being put down correctly. We've got the talented bowler being kept out all night by Ryan Preston. We've got it all. That's what I love about cricket. It's a game for everyone.
It's a game of strategy, though, isn't it? You know, it's all strategies. It's always happening.
Butcher to Preston. Bats away lovely for what Jovic thought was an easy 1. Preston has accepted the dot. Yes, it'll be interesting. That'll be playing on his mind, young Butcher. Early in the day, wickets are valuable, and we'll see how he recovers in this next ball to Preston. And straight past them. Does he think there's a bit of move on that pitch? For it to move out, go straight past them, into the over.
Well, they could have really made a difference in the game, that catch.
47.
He
47
would
for
have put
two.
some real pressure on the batting order. There would have been 3 down, and obviously only chasing a small target, but wickets falling, it puts a lot of pressure onto the guys that are coming in. Great combination in Whangarei today with his beautiful. It is crate day today, so a combination of a charity fight night and crate day will be an interesting combination later on as you get to the late hours of the day.
Yes, I was talking to a security guy. It's just dawned on me. I assumed that the pub itself was fight night, being Saturday night, but it's not. It's a charity event on in town tonight. Great event, great charity, and people have come in all over the place for it. So Whangarei, the test match today and the fight night charity event tonight, it's the place to be. But cricket's it's a game of two innings, isn't it? And it's test match cricket. And Movember did a 78 and then piled on a 273. Seddon did a 235. Do you think they can do it?
Well, anything can happen. It's a funny old game, cricket. But looking at what's happening here, and it's 48 for 2. I think the toss was important, and very interesting toss to win and choose to bat, and probably the best bowling conditions of the test match. So it could be the game changer for this test, I think.
Totally agree. Totally, that's sound advice. A toss to win. That's a motto I go by. And so we're sitting here now. 69 runs required. Brown to Jovic. Comes in, bats it away. Preston belts down the wicket. Jovic is able to jog out that one.
Jovic does make it look very easy, doesn't he? The Arnold Schwarzenegger, New Zealand version of Arnold Schwarzenegger, I would say. Wouldn't he be? Yeah.
I totally agree, yes.
Yeah.
He's actually my doppelganger, but an amazing man for the community, Northland Rugby, and just an all-round good guy. The luncheon yesterday for Northland Cricket raised in excess of $25,000 for cricket participation in Northland, and that is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic, all right. And a shout out to everyone that was involved in that. I know Joey Jovic was a big part of that, but there's many more.
Oh, he's gone through and he's been dropped.
Many more that contributed, so that's great funds for to support Northland cricket.
Preston, he's a cat. He's got 9 lives. Been put down by the keeper. Brown into Preston. Went further forward on that. Found a gap.
It's quite interesting. Preston's has picked up his speed when it's coming off his shot. He's run a 3 there.
Maybe he has been told, because Joe Jovic is not one in being backward. If he's not happy with your performance, he'll let you know. And maybe he's had this conversation with Preston, and that's why Preston had his cadence increased. It was lovely to see, though. Lovely to see great cricket. Come on down if you are anywhere within a 15-minute drive of the ground, because I don't know if it's going to last that much longer with 67 runs to win. Just looking out the window now at a young Don Nelson. Don's been our liaison manager this week. Absolutely outstanding job. The bruised bodies have had ice in the fridge at any given time. The changing rooms are immaculate. Chairs are set out. That guy has done so much for cricket. And so much for us this week. So we really appreciate that, Don, and best wishes. Hope we see you soon sometime.
Yeah, no, it really has done a fantastic job for us. And just back to the cricket, Preston's tried to run Jovic out again. Not sure there was a single there, but there's a couple of double teapots going on, and the conversation in the middle of the wicket will be interesting after this over.
It's quite interesting. So, two different batsmen. You'd almost say chalk and cheese. One's athletic, good cricketing form, sound cricketing shots, and then there's Ryan.
Yep, there's Ryan. Interim tour manager, I believe, as well. So potentially focusing more on that.
Process was never done properly, so it was vetoed. So Butcher coming into Jovic, clubs it straight through into the hand.
That is a huge wicket for the Movember 11.
Brown sugar as Butcher takes his
Butcher
shirt
has
off.
his shirt off and he's running around the park.
Butcher was crowing all night long that the only scalp of the test he wanted was one of Joey Jovic, and he has taken that. He is one happy man. I'm picking he will retire from cricket now. What? He's climbed the mountain. Joe looks pretty happy to be coming off. I think he's got quite a bit more stuff to organise. So
obviously he's had enough. I think
he's done his bit for his team, and he's
might just stay away from the changing room for the next 10 minutes. New batsman in, Tim Henwood. It's the big Northland number 8.
The Cody tree.
He's a mammoth of a man. He thought Jovic made Preston look small, but the team S does just as good a job. And he'll be looking to get some runs on the board. Didn't pile on too many in the first innings, so he'll be looking for a good bat.
Yeah, I do agree about body shapes. The if you were wanting to refer to Joey as the Terminator, then Tim Henwood would have to be the Transformer. Probably the Kenwood truck transformer, wouldn't he? As he comes out, take guard. So Butcher's been able to compose himself and make his way back to the other end of the ground. He's probably got a bit of grazing off the side screen as he ran past with no shirt on, but he's got his shirt back on. He's lined up. There's a spring and a step in Movember, boys. He's got them going as Butcher's coming in to Tim Henwood and believing in the leave, lets it go through.
Yeah, going back to that first innings, the Believe in the Leave, that was quite sensational. A YouTube sensation overnight. Lokes from Rags. You leave one outside off and have your leg stump go out of the ground. Pretty impressive.
Oh,
Henwood, he's gone big. No mucking around here from the big man.
Someone said you'll get an extra scone if you get rid of this by morning tea, and he's gone for it, hasn't he? Aye.
2.
Too likely a good cheese scone though, actually. Gone. Hey, just warmed up in the microwave, bit of butter.
Mate, the Te Rapa Mitre 10 Mega have the best savoury scones. Absolutely outstanding if you're ever in Hamilton.
Yeah, they're not bad actually. Carla and Marion from Columbus there, they do a fantastic job. But yeah, I have dabbled in a few of those cheese scones over the years.
I didn't want to mention it, but now you've brought it up, I can certainly see that you have
56.
done a little bit more than dabbling in those cheese scones. But end of the over. Tim is obviously laying down the law. Preston is just underneath his lid saying, yes, sir.
56.
Yeah, no, thanks for pointing that out, Cole. What Mitre 10 also do is they sell mirrors. I'll buy you one and you can have a look in it.
I love a man that can laugh at his own jokes. 61 runs to win the match. I wonder if Henwood can do this. So Brown to Preston. Edges it. And jogs through for a single.
Preston not really looking comfortable out there today, is he? He's a bit of a cat on the hot tin roof.
Well,
I think he went home too early last night.
Well, he tried to create a coup, and he led a one-man coup into taking over the management of the Seddon men's touring team, and it failed on him. So he's out there. He's licking some wounds. So can appreciate that. He's a bit sheepish, and to redeem himself, he wants to get a good innings, and that's the only way he can really apologise.
It's a big move from a first-time tourist. I think he's been loaded for a few tours, but pulled out on probably potentially around about 19. I think
All but one.
Yeah, but good to have him on tour.
It's great having him on tour, and as a first-time tourist, rooming with Dan Fenwick was a great way to ease him into it. But I think he just got in the ear of Fenwick a bit, and with this attempted one-man coup this morning, he dragged Henwood into it, and I think maybe that's why Henwood was distracted. Fenwick was distracted this morning when he was out there to bat. So I'm going to lay that squarely at the feet of Ryan Preston, Dan Fenwick's wicket this morning. As we watch another dot ball.
Big Tim Henwood has had another good go at that, and it's off to the boundary. Looks like it's going to go all the way. It has gone all the way, and that will take us to 61 for 3. So moving along quite nicely. Bit of aggression.
So we're clipping along at quite a good run rate for a test match of 3.62. It's a good clip. It's a good clip for the day. So Henwood doesn't want to hang around.
Yes.
So 56 runs required at the end of the over. Corey Hyde's out there. Doesn't Corey Hyde look magnificent? He is. He is a man's mannequin, isn't he? He just carries clothes so well. So well dressed.
Very
immaculate.
dapper. Very dapper. And, touched it off. He's obviously out there with his coffee, umpiring with a coffee, Americano. But yeah, you're correct. You're correct. He does hold those clothes very, very well.
Butcher to Preston for no run. Corey Hyde out there in the Seddon blazer. That's a compulsory rule for any Seddon member that is umpiring. You got two options. You wear your umpire's gear if you are an umpire, or you wear your Seddon blazer. And he is looking dapper out there. Butcher to Preston. Oh, Preston. Oh, it could be a run out. Gosh, he got those little legs going fast, didn't he?
He did, and there was a long follow through as well. There was a long follow through.
He was.
But both these players not built for quick singles.
He almost made it to the boundary with that slow down after that short single.
Just getting the death stare back from Tim Henwood.
Butcher coming in. Henwood's got that front foot well forward. Henwood gives it a good clip.
They've got two there. That's showing great agility between the two front rows.
Running twos. I don't think that's going. I think Henwood's going to decide that running is not the best option, and I can see him just start lining up some boundaries here now. Oh, lovely single. Two remaining. Butcher to Preston, blocks it away. I think Preston's just managing his heart rate there, trying to get it down. Couple of singles and a two, which is good. Composure's critical. Oh, throws it in. Tim takes a dive.
Oh, it's a quick single. The big man's gone down. Tim Henwood, he's all over the show. There's a bat in the air. He's done a full roll, not a field roll.
Well, actually, just before he went out, I saw him do a field roll. But the bails weren't taken off, so Henwood dives in to stay safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like an interesting conversation going out there. And Corey Hyde's gone and chipped in as well. I think there might be a look at the boundary here. Tim Henwood is not liking these singles.
47 runs. Tim will be calculating that and going, I reckon I can do that with a couple of sixes and a few boundaries. As Preston, there might be a mosquito or fly out there. He seemed to just swat away at thin air.
Yeah, we're not sure what he's doing. He's obviously not hitting the ball. So I don't know, maybe get some banana boat spray out there to get rid of that mosquito.
Yeah.
See old Don out there wandering around. I think he might be looking for the chili bin, top up from last night. Oh, Preston's gone big. He's finally got one. Looks like there's potentially 2 to 3 runs there.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's a big slide. Air brakes.
Great
Engine brakes
pick up
are going
and
on.
flick back. These Movember boys have got a spring in their step. On the second day of summer. First Saturday in December. So looking forward to the rest of the day.
It's probably the weekend that everyone starts putting their Christmas trees up in December, officially. Although most young people, again, will be dabbling in crate day, I would say. Don't think the Christmas tree's going to get a look in.
I don't think the Christmas tree will get a look in if you're involved in crate day until quite probably Wednesday. Brown into Henwood for a gentle block.
It's a great slow ball there, and well seen by Henwood.
48 runs required. But even the Seagulls are getting excited here. It's all happening. Young Brown, he's been putting in a good bowling performance. He's just been consistently punching it in, and he quite possibly is the second youngest player on the field. Doing a great job. Oh, Tim Henwood wanted to put that over the picket fence, but he may. Let's wait. Yep, he got it. Got his 4. That's one of the 10 he's after.
It is an interesting shot selection. It's not working for him because he's done it twice now. Dragged it well outside off onto the leg side boundary. But hey, if it works, and let's roll. Let's roll with it.
Yes.
So Preston on 9 off 13. He's going nicely, and Henwood with a 100% strike rate of 13 from 13. Partnership of 19 runs off 21 balls. It's a tidy little partnership this stage of the day.
Yeah, it's kind of changed the momentum of the game, I think. It was a bit cagey there for a while with a loss of a few wickets, but Henwood's come out and been very positive. Really changed what's going on out there.
So Butcher into Preston. What's that shot?
I don't know, but it just looked like boring cricket, really.
It's a cover drive.
Get Henwood back there.
My technical assistant Carter has just told me that is a cover drive with no power. It was good. He saw that ball away. Butcher turns to come in. Preston's ready. Straight in the block hole. Lovely. There's lovely bowling, lovely batting. Just wanted to shout out to the robotic lawnmowers on Seminoff. They're still there. They're still doing their job. It's Butcher to Preston. Blocks away.
Still mowing the Seminoff grass.
The grass at Seminoff is the most manicured I have seen. Those robots do a great job. The boys on day one got a bit confused and thought that they were actually washing the ground, and we had to correct them pretty quick because washing Seminoff is not good for things to say on the waves. So but cutting the grass is much better. So let's go out to the company that supplied those. I strongly recommend anyone getting them. The lawns look fantastic as Butcher comes into Preston and leaves. It's been a tough over. It's been a tough over for the batsman.
Sensible play there from Preston. He's obviously wanting to get the red ink, back right through. I think we'd probably encourage Tim Henwood to get down there and start swinging. Much more entertaining for us.
I typically at this stage want to give you a score update, but it hasn't changed. As Butcher comes in, Preston gives it some. Comes off the side of his bat. Chased hard by the Movember team.
It's another 2 runs, straight over the top of gully.
He's short of the boundary.
Not convincing, but we'll take the 2.
75.
75 is what has been called out. I don't know what that means, but we've got 44 runs required. Where's the 74? That says 73. There you go. This technology is amazing. What do you think the conversations are out there between the two batsmen? I think you've got Henwood saying, I think we can do this, and 11 fours. Way more interesting than your maiden over. Thanks, Carter. Appreciate that. Carter is schooling me up on the technology. As I say, kids, if you want to be good at cricket, learn your maths.
Another over from Brown here is going to come into Henwood. They've got some cover out on the boundary there. Where Henwood's hit it twice now for 4. So let's see what happens here. I think he'll go straight. That's my prediction. When he gets one full, I think he's going to go straight over the bowler's head. And that is exactly what I predicted, although the ball has not gone there. That's where he's tried to hit it, and he's gone straight over top of gully and picked up 2 runs.
I agree with you. We should probably hold play. In the background, someone is power washing the tin fence. And it is distracting. It's distracting for me. Carter obviously picked it up. Ooh. And maybe that's what's taken the attention from Henwood as he tries to tee off again.
That's a great delivery there from the brown dog. He's floating it up there. Obviously Henwood's snicked a couple, so they're looking one to go straight through to the keeper first look.
So the next Seddon role that Ryan Preston will be taking on is the Year 9 Riverbend coach, taking the boys down. Third year in a row that Preston has coached that team, and Murphy was really hoping to be captain this year after 3 years, but no, he hasn't. And this footage could be used as a masterclass in composure and managing one's health. As Henwood blocks the ball and then gestures that he wants to tee it off into the lights of Seminoff. Brown turns, comes into Henwood, blocks it.
End of the over, 70, what have we got, 77?
Yes.
77 for 3 after 21 overs. 40 runs to get for the Seddon cricket team to win the Movember Test match.
Yeah, the Movember boys will be calculating the wickets required in the next 40 runs. See what they can do. Dot balls are going to make this critical. They'll be encouraging 2 runs where the front row is out. As Butcher starts his run up, coming into Preston. Preston hits it up in the air for a little bit, but end up rolling along the ground.
Well through that shot early there, Preston.
Craig Bully Bullock is working hard on that ball. He wants something to come of it. He's looking for some magic. As Butcher comes in, past the umpire. Preston flicks it off. Keeper's chasing it hard. Boys jogging for a single. That's lovely. For a leg by. Butcher to Henwood. Henwood hits it hard. Straight down to the fielder. That woke him up, didn't it? That is great fielding. It was. Oh, that's Roundy's replacement, isn't it? So Roundy will be proud of that replacement. Some excellent fielding.
Good from Henwood there, picking the good ball, defending up nicely to it and waiting for that bad ball so he can look to head over top of the bowler's head again.
As Henwood tees off, one big hit straight down the ground for a 4 underneath the side screen. And he'll be thinking to himself, 10 more. Kids, again, I tell you, maths is important if you want to be cricket. Thank you, Carter, for telling me that there is only 9 more fours required for Henwood to win this game. Craig will be getting nervous. Butcher comes in. He's going around the wicket this time. Oh, Henwood, big swing. Nearly fell over onto his stumps. The ball seems to be skidding on a bit this morning.
Yeah, one would say there's probably a little bit of extra moisture in the pitch.
Skidding on a bit more than it should have, but I don't know if the attempts by Movember to alter the pitch are actually paying dividends.
No, it's not, and great stuff to do, you know, the atmosphere of the game and things like that. It's hilarious to add a different component into it, but yeah, it hasn't worked. A couple of early wickets, but
we've got a new bowler lining up here. Thompson is being given.
I think.
So you open from this end, and they've swapped at the other end, given the ball, see what they can do. So they're mixing things up here. They know they've only got 35 runs to prevent Seddon from getting a victory, so they're changing it up. We've had a change in umpire, change in bowler, and a change the bowler at the other end. They are really mixing things up here. He drives it into the pitch short, comes up. It's not a bad first ball by Thompson as he comes in for the second one. Full toss.
yeah, he's gone to one extreme to the next, isn't he? He's done short into the wicket, looking to hit Preston hard, and then followed it up with an absolute full bunger, which not only has taken a lot of wickets, the old full bunger. It's a much better length there from him this time, so he's settling in. Preston not looking to do anything with that delivery, just letting it go through to the keeper.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think that every bowler, every cricketer, full stop, deserves a couple of looseness, and that is certainly what he's done. As the ball went through the legs of the fielder, and stopping just short of the boundary, much to the disgust of Preston, who has declined to run 3.
Oh, that's interesting. And that's some very average fielding there. It has definitely gone through their legs. And I think that's Memphis out there, so one would say he potentially has had a Memphis meltdown.
Certainly a day 4 fielding act, but he's redeemed himself. He's picked it up quick. He's throwing it in. Nearly went for 4 overruns. And the boys are running it hard.
We've just got a question that's come out from young Carter here, that if the bowler bowled the ball and hit Ryan Preston in the face, would it be classed as an LBW? I think he's referring to how short he is.
Yeah, no, that's a good one, Carter. You've got a future in radio.
You're not just good with your maths, you're a great comedian as well.
Throws it in. Tim had to stretch. We know he's the box-eating champion of Seddon. He can pick up a piece of paper off the ground while still standing with his teeth. Unbelievable hamstrings on that man. So we've got no problem with him being stretching it out and getting it in there. So 31 runs remaining. What do you think's going through Bully's head at the moment.
Oh, Brad Clark. Constable
The constable with a broken left toe after getting it smashed by Ruan yesterday. Ruan has got such a beautiful smile that he can just smile and walk away, can't he? It's just removes any tension from any situation.
Yeah, no, he's definitely the smiling assassin of the team. Great bowling performance from him yesterday. 4 wickets, 5 for avoidance, but yeah, it was great to get those 4 wickets, and yes, such a smooth action.
It's a brave move. I did ask the question, what do you think Bully's thinking? And to bring a man in with a broken toe, is he that good a bowler? Or do you think Bully just doesn't like him?
Oh, I just think he's a tough man, Constable Keith, you know. I don't think they have any other options with spin, so they're just trying something different here. But it'll be very interesting. Tim Henwood, I think he is looking for cow corner right now, and he is wanting to finish this game. So let's see how many balls he takes before he actually clears the hip.
Yeah. Clarkie, very Richie McCaw-esque. So I have got no problems that this man can play a test match with a broken foot. No problems at all. Big, strong man he is.
There we have it. It took 2 balls, and Henwood's already dispatched one to the boundary for 4.
7 more.
Some impressive moustaches in this test match, Cole. One, I would say, probably Constable Keith, Mr. Clark, would probably have one of the...
Bully's waving his arms like he wants to fly.
One of the best moustaches out there.
He's getting confused. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, anyone in the police force knows how to grow a moustache.
Yeah, it reminds me of that series, Speedo Cops. I think he would be the first cab off the rank in that series for that.
Absolutely. So obviously no one listened to Bully. He wanted someone there, and no one went there. So he's gone, if you want it done right, you got to do it yourself. So that's where he is. Oh, lovely. Straight down the throat. Straight down the throat.
It's gone through his hands, through his legs, and now he's not going to chase the ball. The young fella is going to overlap him by the looks of it, with the helmet on. And Henwood survives again.
Yes. Okay. Maybe Roundy won't be as excited as he was after that first outstanding piece of fielding to watch that one. So,
well, he's got the double teapot going on at the moment, and I don't think he appreciated the crocodile catching technique just then.
Especially when the man from under the helmet can get down there and almost pick up the ball before
Yeah.
Great commitment by the Movember team. Tim tees off again, humps it down the ground. Oh, mate, jogging out. It's not going to make it to 4.
No, it's not going to make it. We want that to stop because we want to see these guys run a 4.
Oh, it's Brown.
But I think it's only going to be a 2.
He come round from square. There's all going on here. Brown in. Oh, Preston.
Henwood's not mucking around here. He's dispatched
She goes for 4.
another one for 4. Constable Keith is under the pump here. And Henwood is looking to finish the game off very, very quickly.
Another single for Henwood. Brad Clark bowling wrist spin. Interesting character, Brad Clark.
99.
Welcome to the commentary box, Kent Curry.
Yeah.
I'm led to believe that Brad Clark can actually read the mind of every human being that he interacts with. Due to his time in the SAS, it's going to be quite interesting what he's thinking, Tim Henwood is currently thinking in his mind.
Yeah, that'd be interesting if he did know how to read the mind. You would have thought he would have had some different tactics, because he's obviously gone for 3-4s in that previous over. So
Yeah, well, I can read Tim's mind, and he's licking his lips right now, going, "Keep bowling to me, Brad. They are pies, and I'm dispatching them."
got Thompson back in again for another over. Bowled tidy over last time. A couple of full bungers. We'll see what Henwood does here.
Interesting action. He's got a bit of a skip, hasn't he? He hustles in, and he does a little bit of a skip. I think he might be bowling off his wrong foot as well. There's a number of bowlers in this particular game that do bowl off the wrong foot, and Thompson is another. Let's just have a look at this action. Right arm over the wicket, Thompson, to Preston. He hustles in. Oh, a little bit of a skip there. Yeah, it's interesting. He bowls it short, and that's into the fence for 4 from Preston. You can't bowl there to a batter that's been in for a number of overs now. He's seeing the ball well, and that was just a long hop that sat up. And Ryan Preston, who was a bit streaky early on in his innings, dispatches that for 4.
I think with bowling at that pace, it's just going to sit up there quite nicely. Like you say, for a batsman, it's been in a while, and he's gone again. That one over the head of Ryan Preston, and Corey Hyde has given that wide.
He did that short ball in anger, Thompson. I wonder where's Brad Clark? Can he tell us what's going through Thompson's mind at the moment? Because I sense a little bit of anger. Here he goes again, short outside. Well, I thought it was short outside off stump. Preston will be disappointed with that. He should have cut that through point for 4. And yeah, it is. He'll be disappointed with it. Thompson again. What sort of a delivery will this be? He's pulled that away again along the ground for 4. This has been a very good over for the Seddon Cricket Club as they charge towards victory. And it's not long to go now that the second edition of the Movember Test match for the Tushers will be over. Oh, that's a big appeal. He's gone, is he? No. Wow, he's hit him on the full. Preston, he'll be disappointed of missing out there, really. He should have clipped that off his toes for a 4. He's completely missed it. Thompson's gone up, but the umpire said that's not out.
Yeah, umpire wasn't even interested in that one, and we have the over, so 108 for 3.
Yep.
9 runs to victory to see Seddon reclaim, or once again win the Tushers.
As the mind reader comes back onto the attack. Again to Henwood.
Now, if we look at the last over that Henwood faced to Clark, we could potentially see the test match finish in this over, and I think Henwood would be focusing on doing that. Oh, it's a big swing, and that is going down to the boundary. Could pull up here. This might have to run 4.
Who's chasing?
It has pulled up, and they are walking. And
They've
that's
just
two.
run 2 there. Well, that deserved a lot more than 2 runs. Yeah, it just goes to show that there's some tired bodies as we are now well and truly into day 4.
Oh, one short.
Oh, there's only a single. Henwood's not happy. He played a shot that deserved 4. He's run 2. And now he's been pulled up for 1 short. He's only got a single. Where's this going to go? He steps away. Poor delivery, poor keeping, poor cricket.
And Henwood's not even interested in taking the single. I think he wants the strike.
Yeah. Brad Clark to Henwood again. 8 for victory. Has he got him? Yes, he's bowled him. Hit his middle stump. Henwood, frustrated by the umpire's decision to rule one of his runs a non-run, has tried to hit the next ball in anger. He's tried to hit it over the fence, and unfortunately he's missed it by the width of his own body, and he is walking back to the pavilion.
Some absolute carnage in that over. There was a bit of everything. He'd be pretty disappointed getting out with only 8 runs to get, but
Yeah, he will be disappointed. His girlfriend has turned up to watch him. His father-in-law is also here. And it was going to be a big day for the Henwood family, but I just think the mind games there of Brad Clark getting inside his head has contributed to a false shot from Henwood.
Preston.
nah, Henwood got it.
What? I don't get it. Huh?
Josh Hill, who's far from being over the hill. He's one of the younger members of the Seddon Cricket Club side, and he looks very compact as he plays that ball out to a short extra cover.
No, it was good space. I only need 8 runs.
Brad Clark now to Josh Hill. Good flight. Sort of missed out there a little bit, Hill. Short outside off stump. Oh, there's confusion between the youthful, energetic Hill and the leg-weary Preston. One wanted to run, the other had no interest in running. But in the end, they run 3. 3 to Hill's total.
Yeah.
112 for 4. 5 runs for victory.
Thompson in again. We were looking to bowl those short balls, especially to someone of the stature of Josh Hill. Vertically challenged, one would say. But it'd be interesting to see. Josh does love the pull shot, so we could see a couple more down to that boundary there.
He is short, isn't it? Just as well he's got that bright pink helmet on, or otherwise we'd be struggling to see him. Driven to mid-off, no run. 112 for 4. 5 runs remaining. Can the test match end in this over? Or is there going to be another twist? Can Thompson break through? Oh, big appeal! They've all gone up. The umpire has got him. Yes, he's out. He's been given LBW. The ball kept low. Hill has tried to pull it, but it just never got up. It just stayed low. And he's been hit right in front of middle, and the umpire has given Hill out. Hill has to go for 3. Well, is there another twist? That's 5 down now. Ben Strang, the new batter to the crease, off the back of a half century in the first innings. I tell you what, if Movember knock the Boston Strangler over in this over, there'll be a few nerves in the Seddon Cricket Club changing room.
Yeah.
Ben Strang's interesting clothing choice, actually. He's decided that he wants to wear the long sleeve woolen sweater here in the winterless north. He's from Wellington. Obviously, he doesn't believe in the winterless north.
There's also a little fun fact about Ben Strang. It doesn't have the Seddon white pants on. He's got his favourite pair of white pants that he plays in. So technically out of uniform, one would say.
Yeah, well, that's a fine.
It's definitely fine.
That is a fine. I didn't even notice that, so thank you very much for bringing that up, Brian. Very good observation. It'll be interesting how he plays it, Strang. He doesn't like to muck around usually. Very belligerent batsman. Or batter. Oh, that's... Yeah, that's I'm not sure what's happened there.
We're not sure what the umpire's up to.
The umpire's given him out.
The bowler's bowled an absolute full beamer, and he's put his finger straight up.
Yeah, I don't know. There's all sorts of confusion here at Cobham Oval. The bowler has charged and he's bowled it over the batsman's head, and the umpire's given him out. He's gone! He's out! Oh, he's gone for a duck! He's pulled it straight to mid-wicket, and the Boston Strangler has been strangled by a long hop at best. Well, this over, we were asking the question, can Seddon Cricket Club win the game, win the test in this over? And quite the opposite has happened.
That is an absolute no to that question, and it's gone from one extreme to the next. We've got a full beamer over top of the head of Ben Strang, and then he's bowled him a very, very short, long hop, and Strang has pumped it to the fielder.
Yeah. Well, there's hope here for Movember. They believe Thompson, he's got a spring in his step. That little skip in his delivery stride has got a little bit higher, and you can just feel it out there, the Movember.
Accounting time. Colin, go put your gear on because no one has padded up.
Who have we got at the crease here? He's got Solomon Nash is coming out to bat. He probably wasn't expecting to bat in this particular over, but he's sort of rushed his pads on because his trousers are halfway up his calf muscle at the back there. So I just saw a number of the Movember players looking at their watch.